I felt that way about cleaning my bedroom. My bedroom was all messy and cluttered, and I was like, I just want to put it off another day. But I knew that if I disciplined myself to just do the work, and I felt so much better with a clean floor and decluttered. So,
And that's why a proper understanding of discipline is so important because, even in my own life, I struggle so much with the idea that discipline really is just this stumbling block that's just so hard, but you got to do it. You got to be a part. It's got to be a part of your life.
Yep.
Because in reality, it's actually so important and beneficial.
Freeing.
It reminds me of, who was it? Well, I guess Dad was talking about it recently. Someone else probably said it first, but like the original 10 Commandments in the Bible. It's like so many people look at that and go, Christianity, especially like in the Old Testament days, that was just a bunch of rules and regulations. But really, the saying is the law was there to provide and protect.
Yeah.
And when you think about it in that way and you really do like understand that, it's kind of mind blowing because really when you live your life according to God's word and according to his law, you experience more freedom than beforehand by a lot.
Yep.
And you feel like every aspect of your life feels better. And in the same way, in a more broader sense, discipline or whatever you want to call that, it allows so much more freedom.
Yep.
And it allows you to feel so much better about yourself.
Absolutely. Yes. There's so many benefits to a disciplined lifestyle. And I think one of those is that you do begin to have more just confidence in who you are because you are aware that you are managing your life well. Like it's this beautiful pattern. And yet sometimes it's hard to get to the other side. And so maybe before we move on, like besides surfing, chores, how about that? Like when you were growing up, we went through some hard seasons where I was struggling to figure out a chore system.
Yeah.
I kept throwing them out and then we would all be all over the place. And then I finally came up with a chore system that really worked for us. But at some point, you became really good at just doing the work without complaining. We're still working on that a little bit with your younger brother. But what do you think helped with that kind of thing? For those listening who might have young kids who they're just trying to get them to do their chores every day or...
Yeah. Well, yeah, honestly, we could probably do an entire podcast about chores because it's such a huge part of our lives, especially being homeschooled. Like so many people my age don't even know what chores are. Like it seems like even as an adult, they're like, they just didn't grow up doing them or whatever it was. It was very minimal. It was like, just clean your own room. Don't worry about it. Like the mom takes care of the house or the dad, takes care of the yard or whatever it is. But we grew up with such a focus on chores that I think that there's a lot of different elements to it. But probably a big one was for me connecting the dots between you and Dad being more appreciative of it when we did do it, instead of it being like, this is just a rule that we want you to follow. It was more like, wait, you guys actually really like it when we do this. And so in that way, going back to the honoring your father and mother, like probably that is where I've made a big connection is like, okay, it's not just for me, it's for them. They're going to be happier about this when I'm able to, with my extra time, do the dishes or clean up that mess that I made or, whatever,
Kitchen
put my
outside
surfboards
with
away
Dad.
or whatever it is. Yeah. Just be helpful. And then I've just also noticed how much in general people appreciate it. Because if I'm not at home, other places I've made that connection. When you do extra work and you do things that you weren't necessarily asked to do, people really appreciate it. It puts everyone in a good mood. And then also just like finding value in doing work. I think that, I don't even know if I've read the book, but you're reading the book with Levi about doing hard things. Is that what it's called? Or what is it called? Or created for work.
We did read that when you were young. You just don't probably remember. But
exactly.